Hello, this is ADemonicWizard on Twitch, ADemonicShadow for literally everything else, to bring you a new series. This is going to be informational videos on the many large monsters of Monster Hunter World. With this being a new series, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, maybe stuff you want me to go more detailed into, less stuff to cover, maybe there's something you're looking for in particular, something like that, definitely let me know. Leave a comment below. Get that information to me so I can make these videos better as the continue goes on, and of course when the game finally releases and I fully go in depth into the series. This is just actually a test trial to just try it out, get a video out there while the beta is still live, so you can take the information and take it into the beta. But moving on, we're going to be covering Barroth. Probably destroyed that and I apologize. He is a brute reverend, and he's actually one of the special cases, or one of the special monsters, or just has something unique to him, is that this monster does cover itself in mud, using it like an armor, and also using it as an attack. One of the attacks that the monsters can do is, outside his standard charging attack, or his just swiping its tail, is that it can shake its body. When it shakes its body, it will fling the mud off its back. It will land in front of him and around him. And if, of course, you're hit by this, or if you walk into it, run into it, it will stumble you for a little bit, of course, opening up for the monster to attack you. When fighting Barroth, most of his attacks will be standard bite attacks, charge attacks, head stomping attack or headbutt attack, tail swipes, stuff like that. Nothing too special to note. There's of course him shaking off his body to launch the mud off. Just like most monsters in Monster Hunter, Barroth can become enraged. When he is, his charge attack does become faster, so that's definitely something you want to be careful about. You'll know when he's enraged because he'll have steam coming out of his nostrils. That lets you know that he's in his enraged state. Just like most monsters, he can also be exhausted. When he's exhausted, his charge attacks become slower. After doing a charge attack, or after doing a series of attacks, he'll stay out there and pant for a little bit, allowing you and your party to attack him while he regains his stamina. Barroth can cause a status element. That status element is a water blight. It's a negative effect when it hits you. Water blight on hunters makes your stamina recover a lot slower. It makes it a lot harder to keep up with the monster in combat. Makes it a lot harder, because you have to manage your lesser pool. Well, not unless you lesser pool of stamina, but you'll more or less have less stamina to work with due to recovering slower. So it makes dodging, attacking, stuff like that a little bit more complicated, because sometimes maybe you'll dodge and you just won't have enough stamina to make the dodge, causing you to get hit. Outside of that, there's not much to say about Barroth himself. When he does get enraged, he does learn a new move, which is pretty much just a tackle attack. The tackle attack will sling some mud off. So 1, 2, or 3 muds, not too much, but that's something to note when he's enraged as well. When fighting this thing, if you're using an impact weapon like the hunting horn or the hammer, definitely want to aim for the head. That's going to do KO damage. Also, you can also break off its head. Of course, you can do this with any other weapon, like the long swords spirit combo, or the switch axe in axe mode. Switch axe in sword mode can also be attack its head and break it off, but it's a lot easier to do it with an impact weapon and aim for the head. If you're using a slashing weapon like a longsword or a switch axe, you normally want to aim for the tail, as the tail can be cut off for an extra carve. Outside that, you want to aim for like the body. Its weakness outside its head, once it's broken off, is its forearms that can be broken off and to do significantly more damage. That is very noticeable. If you're using a shock weapon like myself, like a bow or a bow gun, you definitely want to use your special ammo types and aim for their preferred spot to shoot. Like if you're using paralyze or poison, you definitely want to aim to that head. That's going to do the most damage, or most status element to, of course, poison the monster or or paralyze it. If you're using like the slicing, you want to aim for the tail to assist with cutting off the tail, or just cutting the tail off yourself. But other than that, when you're using the standard ammo type, or just any ammo type, you definitely want to aim for those forearms. to do the most damage. And of course, if you're using water, you are fire, you definitely want to aim for those spots as well. Preferably water, you want to just aim anywhere where it's mud, because this monster has two weaknesses. When it's weak, and one of its weaknesses when it's covered in mud is water. Water loosens up the mud, makes it fall off, makes it break off. Of course, you can hit it off with just any weapon. Water just makes it fall off faster. Of course, when it slings the mud off, it'll fall off as well. And once it's uncovered, it shows its skin underneath the mud. Its weakness changes from water to fire. So at the start of the quest, or once it rolls in mud, water weapons will shine with taking the mud off, and of course once the mud off, that's where fire weapons will shine with its uncovered skin being revealed. So in short, body covered in mud, use water. Not covered in mud, weak to fire. Now that you know how to fight it and its weaknesses, there's a few things that can assist you in battle to make it a lot smoother quest of defeating the monster. Barroth can be poisoned, it can be paralyzed, it can be put to sleep with sleep effects, those status elements. It can also be stunned with flash bombs or KO'd with impact weapons. Pitfall traps and shock traps will work on it. Dung bombs will also work on it. Placing raw meat or bait meat will not work on it due to it being this monster feasts on insects, not meat. It's not a carnivore. So when it gets low on stamina, it will retreat to a anthrax bug nest, or just bugs, and it'll feast on those bugs and eat those, and that's how it will gain its stamina. Also, sonic bombs will not work on it, even when it's underground. After it, when it retreats to its nest and goes to sleep under the mud, sonic bombs will not work on it. It's not going to open it up and reveal anything. It's not going to open it up and give you time to attack it or anything like that. It's not going to do anything to it, so do not use it. Just a waste of items. Just like I've shown here, when it does any type of its charge attacks, whether it's in rage or not, you can have it run into pillars. It will stun the monster like it did here, giving you and your party more time to attack the monster. Outside that is Barroth. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, definitely let me know. Leave a comment, get that information to me to help improve this series and get ready, of course, for the final release of the game. But outside that, happy hunting.